I'm not going to calculate the circumference and radius of a circle while I'm out grocery shopping personally. So I noticed when quarantine started, I was definitely in a moment of shock, and I did not talk to anybody for about a month or so. And this was before school started or any of that. And I just didn't go on my phone, and I didn't go on social media or text anybody or call anybody. I was just in a bit of a lump mode. And I think I just didn't want to admit what was going on. Or I don't know. I honestly don't know why I did it. And then when school started, I went through a bit of a productivity time, but I was still really negative, and I just was not seeing any positive sides to anything. I was alone, and I was in school, and I just felt really disconnected. And then I think we're 2.5 months into quarantine, so about 2 weeks ago, my teachers and friends started noticing that I had a more positive attitude about me. Just the way I looked and when I was speaking. And I recently switched to my dad's house. And I hadn't left my mom's house for about 3 months at that point. And we decided just to switch to my dad's. And we've all been very good about staying inside. By the way, stay inside. It's quarantine. Stay inside so that we can get out of this faster. Please. Thank you. I would like to be out of quarantine for my senior year, preferably before summer, but that's probably not gonna happen. But my entire block has been having these happy hours. Basically, the whole block gets together in the street, 6 feet apart, and we all just kind of talk. We were doing it yesterday, and it was kind of fun to see everybody, and I was kind of quiet because I haven't seen anybody for 3 months, and I swear I haven't seen some of these neighbors before, but you know, it's cool. I noticed that one of my neighbors actually was quarantining with a friend, and I'm kind of jealous, but I'm doing that this summer. We're quarantining together, and it's gonna be when I get to an island, which I recorded last year. I can probably insert some clips, but we were in the happy hour and we're talking to some of the neighbors, and some of them are teachers, and one of them is a teacher for a health class for 10th graders, and she was talking to me about how right now it's pass-fail grades. You don't get a letter grade, it's just pass-fail. Pass incomplete. She says that every student is basically getting a pass because the teachers don't want to deal with making a new curriculum to make them pass a weird semester of quarantine and all this weird stuff. They just don't get it. So she was telling me that all the teachers, if they have any students with incomplete work, they're gonna try and talk with them and figure out how to get them a passing grade, because that's a D in most classes. In math it's a C for some reason. Thanks a lot, geometry teacher. Love you, but was there a point? I already took the math class above that class. Like I'm taking geometry now, and I've already taken all the algebras above it, which is so fun. It's just like, please, I've already taken the higher classes, there's no point. I'm taking prob and stats next year. Just let me pass. I'm not going to calculate the circumference and radius of a circle while I'm out grocery shopping personally. I never get word problems. But yeah, it's just hard to get motivation when everything's pass-fail, but technically everyone's just gonna pass, especially that's what teachers are saying. I still don't believe it. I still find it kind of sketchy. I've noticed I've had more motivation for my tutor classes, which have no grade and just for me to improve, than my actual classes. And I'm doing my homework, but I'm just doing it to get it done. I don't feel like I'm doing it to learn. Except for my theater class. And currently we're learning from an actual acting company called The Armory. And I've had them before. a lot of people are there just to be there and learn, not just for the grade. I mean, we have seniors, and if you didn't know, seniors have already graduated, so they can go to their classes if they want, but it's totally optional, and a lot of them came from my theater class. I don't think one is missing, which is super nice of them, but everyone's getting something out of it, which that feels nice, but everything else just feels like it's busy work. I'm just doing my best because stay in school. I like learning, but I hate these grades and I hate my required classes. You know, senior year will be nice. Hopefully no quarantine, hopefully no more fires, no more killer hornets, no more waiting in line creepily at a grocery store. Ooh, I was actually at a grocery store for the first time. I never went out. I tried to stay inside as much as I could, but when I switched to my dad's house, we went to a grocery store. We went to Trader Joe's, and it was honestly so weird. And we get there, and there's these markers with chalk, and they're all 6 feet apart, and everyone's wearing a mask. Everyone. I did not see one person not wearing a mask. But they had to let certain people in and out of the store. Everyone was really distanced, which it makes sense being in quarantine, but it was just so dystopian to see. I don't know. It reminded me of a bunch of movies when I saw those things. Another topic I want to discuss is I recently started doing my makeup. Not every day, but some days. And a lot of people don't get it. And it's because I like feeling like I'm starting a new day, and it's a little time just for myself to make me feel good and make me feel prepared for the day. I haven't been doing it for too long. I think it's been about 2 weeks of me doing this, maybe less, but it's made me feel better, and it's made me feel more confident, which is so superficial because it's such a social construct with beauty standards. But that's a whole nother thing, but I'm okay with it. It's not like I'm doing anything crazy. I'm not changing my face shape. I'm just, you know, making myself feel good, look good. Also, what's really sad is musicals happen in the spring. Yeah. And anyone who had a musical has been canceled, and I was in Fiddler on the Roof, and it was the first time I actually started feeling like I had a family or a group to be in at my high school. I normally felt pretty alone. I had some friends, but it just felt like I didn't have a group. And then I joined Fiddler, and I had a fantastic cast. If any of you guys are watching this, I loved working with you guys. In fact, I actually took Polaroids of everybody. I didn't finish, but I took Polaroids of almost everybody, and they signed it. And I have no regrets, because now I can look back at my cast and I remember all the good times we had. That we'd go get pizza and go do stuff, and it'd be a lot of fun. But sadly, it's been canceled, and we only get a musical every other year. I don't know what you guys were doing before all this happened, but the day before quarantine, I was at school, and my friends all decided to bring their friends. We had a big group for once, and we went to a grocery store. I mean, not a grocery store, just a tiny store, and we all got ramen and some really stupid soup. We took a Polaroid together, unknowing that that was going to be our last day of school together. It was just a really good day, and I went to theater, and theater actually ended early, and I was at the time not supposed to be going out with friends or anything. I think I was grounded. I don't remember why though, and I decided that I could still be out because my theater ended early, so it was my time anyway. And my friend and I actually went to go shopping for her prom dress, which is funny because it's canceled, and we were going thrifting for it because I know got a good thrifting areas because there's just a lot of areas in Portland. We went to the park for a picnic, and we took a lot of Polaroids that time too, and it was just a really good day. And it doesn't happen normally, but I took my camera with me and took a lot of photos, and I have no regrets because my last day was a fantastic one with plenty of photos to look back on when I say I was in quarantine later on in the future. when children are doing projects on how people lived in quarantine, which that'll be weird. Can't wait for another 30 years when that starts happening. Anyone think about that? That people are going to be doing projects on them? I don't know. I wonder if people are going to be looking at TikTok and looking at all our jokes about Corona and then actually having it come. Yeah, that'll be fun. We're going to be the joke of the season. We already are. We're America. We're already the joke of the season. Oh yeah, looking back at my junior year, I definitely wished I went out with the people I knew more from theater, just to, you know, hang out with them and get to know my cast. And I didn't. I was very to myself and very focused on school, which I can't go back and change, and that's okay. I'm fine with that. I've dealt with that. But I definitely thought about how I wish I did that. And now I know. I definitely don't think after quarantine, everyone that's saying, oh, I'm gonna do this for a change and I'm gonna fully change myself. And you know, everyone says that during New Year's, but do you see a lot of people actually doing it? No. So I think I'm gonna make the small changes that will work, but not enough that it's gonna be a total lie to myself that I'm gonna make all these changes in my life and totally make a new me, because that's not happening. I like how I am and I'm proud of who I am, but I definitely think my senior year will be easier because when it's senior year, and I mean after I applied for college, it's just a waiting game. I'll be turning 18 in October, which is also weird. I'll be an adult. I look like I'm 13. At my school, everyone already thinks I'm a freshman or below. So now I'm really gonna be an adult and be looking like a freshman and below. That's fun. That is. But I definitely think I want to spend time with more people and make time for others and myself, and not just be so school oriented, because life isn't school, honey, and school only lasts till after college. I'm not saying school's bad. I like school. In fact, I applied to Oxford. I got in. I know. Who would think? Who would have thought? I mean, I'm really bad at English class, but turns out I'm really good at creative writing. And they also want me to study business, but I was gonna double major for the summer a little bit and study in business and creative writing. And that's now postponed to next year, so I'm still doing it. I love school. I like learning. I just don't like required classes, and I hate that grades are such a big part with the teenager's life. Everyone I know is really big about grades, and my school especially is known for being too grade oriented, which is true. I think my junior year I decided I shouldn't be worried so much about it. I should be, but I just need to calm down about it and just have to work day by day. I also don't have an eyelash curler, if anyone's curious why I didn't use one. I also have really short eyelashes. And small eyes. That's when I do my hair. What do I'm going to do for it though? Probably just going to like lightly curl it. Anyways, that was a good talk. I hope that was a good catch-up time before my classes. It's probably about 25 minutes of footage I have to go through, so sorry future self. I hope you're enjoying your summer life. I'm happy you can edit again, but enjoy editing all of this because I don't have to right now.